Doing some clutch work on the YANMAR 276. Give you a little walk around here. Got it all taken apart. So this steering box here was bolted right there. There's a bunch of wires and stuff zip tied to it, and here's the firewall or whatever. That was right here. So I just kind of unbolted that and tied it up there on the front part of the tractor. Seemed like a kind of an easy way to do it for me. But so the clutch was just completely rusted apart. It's all broken up and it wasn't engaging at all. That's kind of what that looks like. And this clutch shaft was also pretty tight. It was real hard to move. It's that right there. Gonna replace that. It goes right in here on that shaft, right down there. This shaft is worn a little bit, and that one in there is too, but it's not near as bad as this, and I think it should be totally fine if I put a new coupling on. So the next thing I got to do is get that pilot bushing out, and I think I have a good idea, but we will see how it goes. So I kind of forgot to do this, but some of the lines and hoses you're going to have to take off to split the tractor. This one right here goes right there. It's just like a hose clamp type deal. And then this one goes right up under there. And that one is kind of a pain because it's comes right past that oil filter. So what I did was come back here. It's right down there, but it goes right there. And if you just take that off, then it'll swivel out this way. It'll come out this way and clear the oil filter. Got my parts, y'all. So we should have a clutch throwout bearing or whatever they're called, pilot bushing, and also a splined coupler in here.
Alignment tool. There's the pilot bushing. Here's the spline coupler. Here's the pressure plate. Here's the clutch. pads, whatever you call them. And there's the bearing. So we will get busy and stick this together.
So, I'm thinking what will work is to tap this bushing and then put a bolt in there. Well, I'll just do it and show you. We'll see if it works. Got some ideas from YouTube and just kind of coming up with some stuff to make it work for me, and we'll see how it goes. I sure hope it works, because I've tried the grease and paper towel thing. You put it in there and whack on it. It's supposed to drive it out, but mine must be extra stuck because it didn't want to come.
Hopefully you get enough threads in there to get a good bite on it.
I'm hoping I can just turn in on that nut and it'll just pull that right out. Alright, it's a moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Bolt's coming out, but I'm not sure if the bushing is coming with it. I hope it is. Look at that. Looks like there might still be some of the bushing in there, but I should be able to get that right out. So there's a little bit of the bushing left in there. It's coming out. There we go. Sweet. Get the new one and stick that in. New one going in. There we go. I'm going to try to dry this new throwout bearing on. This one is all seized up, rusty. So I think I should go on like that. I don't know for sure how tough these things are. So I just have this piece of wood here in case it's. And I can just kind of feel it going on. Just kind of work around it. Doesn't look like causing any damage. Just real light tapping. Perfect.
Get some grease put in this. I need some bushings here. Put some grease on that coupler too. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but that's what we're doing. Take some, I got a little much in there. Take off the excess. Put some grease in where the clutch shaft goes, this thing right here. Alrighty, that is good to go. So I'm gonna get these springs hooked up. Got one on. See if we can do it on.
Sweet. This thing will focus. Yeah, there's little pegs down there that they grab onto. Alright, so we are gonna install the clutch itself. I'm actually taking this shaft back out of the tranny side, and so this, I believe this goes on, so there's two different sides. I believe this goes on this way, the side that sticks out goes towards the back. Stick that in there. Actually might put just a little bit of grease on here. Just stick just a small amount of grease on this pilot bushing area. Don't want to get a bunch on there and get it all over your clutch. because that would not be good.
I don't think there's a specific way this goes, just kind of what makes sense, I guess. There we go.
So I realized there needs to be lineup pins right here in these 3 holes. I thought it seemed like there should be something like that, and so I looked at the old one. So I'll just knock these out and stick those in there.
So I've got my powder pins out, the old piece. So these just help it keep the pressure plate all lined up, so it's not out of balance and cause vibrations and stuff.
Alright, I think we got it ready to roll back together. This might be kind of a pain, but we will see how it goes. Might help to take it out of gear. Alright, so I was having trouble getting it together. I think the shaft was just hitting on the, wasn't going in the right spot. So what I ended up doing was putting the shaft in the flywheel first and then getting it lined up with that carrier thing there. So I got that started. We'll see if we can get it the rest of the way together.
I just realized one of the main problems just was hanging down, getting in the way, so I didn't help anything. That's better. Yeah, get these splines lined up. Once that goes in place, I think it should be good.
There we go. See if we can go together now. So I got this bolt in on this side. I think the tractor needs to go like this a little bit. bolts together. That was a pain. I should have had somebody else here to help me, but finally got it. Alright, we'll get the rest of the bolts in and hook some other stuff up. And should be good to go. So basically just need to screw the rest of these bolts in. Fasten this here. Fasten the steering box right there. Hook up some wires, put the dash on, steering wheel, shift cable, shift rod. Do a few things and we'll see how she works.
Alright, we're putting this steering box back on, whatever you call it. There's two washers that go down under this dashboard or whatever. I think I just dropped one.
Alright, so I got it pretty much all together. I got to put the dash and the steering wheel and some of that stuff together, but I'm just going to try starting it up and see if the clutch works and see how we did. So put this back on the tripod and see what happens. Alright, moment of truth. See if she starts. Alright, well, got it back together, and believe it was a success. I'm not sure if I don't have the clutch adjusted right or what, but when I push it all the way down, there's a little bit of a noise. But clutch seems to work good, and yeah, start it up here and back it out. Thanks for watching. Didn't do too great of a job videoing, but hopefully you can get a little good out of it.